Hi, I'm Jehnny Beth, and this is What's in My Bag at Home. I'm going to show you the recent records I have in my collection that I have a particular joy to listen to keep going back to. The first ones I want to show you are these two amazing records by 9 Inch Nails. They came out in 2018, so we have Add Violence and Bad Witch. They're both EPs, I suppose. I had the pleasure to work with Atticus Ross for my record, and we produced these with Trent Reznor, and I think they're really incredible in terms of sound, in terms of intent, and I had been a fan for years, but I feel that they're still producing some excellent, really timeless music, so these two are very precious to me. So that would be the start. She's a new artist I really like. She's called Tirzah. She released a record on Domino. It was, when was it? 2018. She was produced by Mika Levy, who's a friend and a really good producer. She does film soundtracks as well. But Tirzah is it's a mix of, different genres. It's very London, South London vibe as well, which I really love. There's one of the tracks I like, Gladly. Yeah, that's that track. Gladly is really good. So Tirzah is great. This is a Canadian band I really, really like, called Chastity. It's sort of mainstream rock, but all done DIY. I think it's really, really good. And I've been quite obsessed with the sound of this record, and it's quite unknown actually, and I still try to recommend people to listen to it. One of my favorite tracks is Heaven, Hell, Anywhere Else. That's a killer track, literally. Love it. Chastity. Obviously I couldn't do What's in My Bag without adding Blackstar. Everybody knows it, of course. Had a really super great impact on me and on making my album To Love Is To Live. I remember waking up in LA at 3 a.m. the night that Bowie died, and opening my phone and discovering that he had passed away, and listening to the first track I listened to after I knew he was gone was Lazarus, and the first line is "Look up here, I'm in heaven." So obviously I cried so much. But Dollar Days, this track Dollar Days was really great influence for me. I actually stole one of his lyrics when he says if I ever see the English evergreens I'm running to, and I wrote a song called French Countryside and on my album, and the first lyric is if I ever see the French countryside again. It was my homage to Bowie. A couple of 7 inches. One of them is Electra Lane, one of my favorite bands of all time, they're not making any music at the moment, but I hope they will reform one day. English girl band, really amazing. They did a few records with Steve Albini, and they were releasing Too Pure at the time. Obviously Rowland S. Howard, one of the best guitarists of all time, who passed away, but released before he passed away, released 2 amazing records, one of them being Pop Crimes. This is like singles from Pop Crimes. And this one, which is probably one of the most expensive piece of records I own, it's this 7 inch of Zoo Kid, which was King Cruel before he was King Cruel, and that was the first 7 inch he released. Out Getting Ribs, one of incredible tracks. I love this. And then finally, I thought I would introduce a book, really well known, the Beastie Boys book. I still haven't gone through all of it because it's massive, but it's such a pleasure to read, and it's quite emotional as well. But it's full of incredible old pictures of them, and it's great for the history of New York and the culture of New York, and the musical culture there, and it's a really incredible book. I highly recommend it. Voila, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and keep buying records, especially from Amoeba. And yeah, take care. Be safe. Bye bye.